protect sellers and prevent prices from falling too low. Can ensure producer income stability, often used in agriculture, or to prevent, as seen in Ghana petroleum market, unsustainable price undercutting. When effective, this creates a market surplus. That's when the price floor mechanism I speak with my good friend Dan Kanamwa, who is the Executive Secretary of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumers. Zamwa, good morning. Thank you very much for your time.
Johnny,
Yes,
good morning.
brother.
Thank you for having me.
Great. So we hear price floor mechanism. Take it off. MPA says, no, we will keep it there. What at all is this animal?
Johnny,
Yes, sir.
interesting question. It's not an animal per se. It is not something that, if you recall, in 2024, when the NPA mentioned that it was introducing, of course, institutions like COPEC, ISEP were clear in our minds that it wouldn't serve anybody's interest. It wouldn't cure any problem. It would rather legitimize the bad things that the NPA says it was going to help to cure. Let me give the basis for this journey. So in 2015, that's July 1st, the then government, led by President John Dramani Mahama, had to take a bold decision, right, to discontinue what you would call the subsidy program,
Right.
which then allowed the government of the day to determine and set fuel prices, right? And then the market would sell to all of us. And when the market is done, then the differential that the government should pay to the market is piled up in what we later came to call legacy debt, if you recall. So there was so much debt in the energy sector. BDC debt was on our necks. Even in 2014, BDCs had decided they were not going to sell again because government was not paying them the differential by way of the subsidy program. So government says, look, I am deregulating. You go and buy your product. You come and sell at full cost recovery plus my taxes.
Right.
Brilliant. Our initial fear as the chamber then was the fear that, oh, government, if you took yourself off the pricing conversation, you allow these private business people to go sit in a boardroom somewhere, drink tea, and come and tell Ghanaians a liter for fuel is 20 Ghana. So, and you don't have a substitute, Johnny. Once you are a driver or a trotro person, you cannot go and put water in your car. You still have to buy fuel.
Right.
So in 2015, we had fears that deregulation will not help. Oh, maybe government should still continue to dictate prices.
Okay.
Eventually, the market adjusts. Eventually, instead of what you would have called cartel forming, where they will sit in the boardroom and together decide to sell fuel at exorbitant prices, the opposite happened, where the various oil marketing companies were trying to gain market share. And so they will operate what you call lean and clean.
Right.
Instead of expecting too much profit, some of them will shed off their margins, and allow the consumer to get that benefit. This system operated from 2015 to 2024. Then some oil marketing companies go to say to the NPA that, oh, some of the guys are pricing so low because they have illegal products. Johnny, listen. Oh,
I'm listening.
They have illegal products.
Okay.
So you have to set a floor so that they cannot undercut us by way of prices, so that there will be fair competition. To that conversation, I say you didn't help anybody.
You mean the regulator didn't help anybody?
Exactly. In 2024, it didn't help anybody.
Okay.
You see, the reason why you decided not to regulate prices is because if they are dead, government will have to go and pay for it. So you said, let me deregulate, right? And allow the market to set its own prices. That, however, does not mean you should allow illegal products onto the market. So listen, one of the justifications for setting a price floor is because people can bring in illegal products and sell cheaper, and those who do legitimate business will lose. So I say, look, if you want to stop illegal oil products from entering the market, oil is not like gold you can put in your pocket. It comes in tankers.
That's
those big trucks.
Right.
Whoever brings a liter, you can track if you want. Oil is not something that you can just pick from the Togo border, right, put in your pocket, jump, and you are gone. They will have to come in a container, a capsule, sealed. So if you want to stop illegal oil trade, you either tighten your borders or you track the liters that come into your country. OMC1, you sold 20 million liters this 2 weeks. Which BDC did you buy from? Oh, I bought from BDC2. BDC2, how much did you bring for the window? I brought 10 million. Then OMC1 is lying because the 20 million could not have come from BDC2. True or false, Johnny?
True, that is.
A simple reconciliation will tell you if somebody is doing the wrong thing. But look, we identified the problem, illegal products coming onto the market. Then the solution was something that does not fit the problem, fit for purpose. The solution is rather let the NPA sit in the office and set prices for itself. That you should not sell below this price, even if the product is illegal. So we are not going to track and trace the illegality. But even if you bring a product and it's illegal, and you say, oh, I can sell at 8 cities. No, don't sell at 8 cities, sell at 10 cities. So you are making the illegality more profitable indirectly.
I see. Now, sorry, wrap up. Sorry.
So what we said in 2024 was that allow this Ghanaian petroleum market to evolve. Eventually, the good ones doing good business who decide to still give consumers good prices would stay.
At the risk of people losing their vehicles to bad fuel, people's engine getting knocked and all of that because they bought bad fuel.
Okay, Johnny. You see, the fact that somebody is selling at 12, right, or 15,
right,
is no guarantee that he's selling good fuel. So there's only one way to check,
which is
it allows the NPA overwhelming powers to do spot checks. You go to any station if you have a complaint or suspicion, or you just feel like visiting them, right, and do your random quality assurance checks. It is a law in the Act 691. It mandates them to do these things. So you see, the price barrier is not exactly a guarantee that the one selling at, let's say, 5 cedis is exactly poor, or the one selling at 20 cedis is exactly quality. You can have the reverse, where the one selling at 20 is simply profit oriented. Not necessarily because there's quality, but there's profit to be made. The one selling at 5 could be doing so because I bought the fuel from Johnny, right? 2-3 months ago. I told Johnny I'll pay him in 3 months. The 3 months is almost due. I've not been able to sell the product, right? Instead of insisting on taking all my profit, I say to Johnny, listen, don't worry, let me reduce the price so that more people can patronize and I can pay you, right? Forgetting that I bought the product 3 months ago, when the CD probably was, let's say, 14 or 13 Ghana, and the CD today, kind courtesy at 14 and the good economic policies, it's at 11. So if I bought $10 million from Johnny, like 3 months ago, and it was 12, I was going to pay you 120 million Ghana. Today, because it's 10 or 11, I'll pay you 110 million Ghana, right? I have a savings of 10 million. In simple mathematics, I can decide to pass on that 10 million by reducing my prices per liter so that I can get the money and pay Johnny off. Then we say, no, you must still sell at the 10 cedis.
Now,
Johnny, get the logic. Listen to me.
I understand.
I don't. Duncan and Kopek do not represent, any other interest than the interest of the GPRTU people that we go too often to say reduce transport fares, or they want to. The interest of me personally, I can buy if prices are high.
But is that not the reason why the NPA should be taken off the price floor mechanism? So to follow the logic of Kwame Tieko of Star Oil, for example, who's opined that, look, imagine Star Oil pricing petrol at 9 cedis 50 pesos per liter after 10 p.m. each night till 4 a.m. to support nighttime economy when demand is lower. But that will be below the NPA's floor price. He has been very vocal on it. What would the country lose, or what does the country stand to lose if this price floor mechanism is wiped off?
Johnny?
Yes, sir.
Brilliant question. The answer, nothing. And you know why nothing?
Tell me.
Because between July 1st, 2015, right, and May 2024, right, 9 long years, there was no price floor. The market did not collapse, right?
Okay.
The Ghanaian was not shortchanged. Rather, you saw some of the oil marketing companies emerge strongly because they had decided that they were going to shed off their margins, their profits, and give the Ghanaian cheaper price. So instead of going for, let's say, 10 pesos profit every liter, let me do 2 pesos, I'll be okay. Somebody says, let me do 7 pesos. Somebody wants all the 10 pesos.
Okay.
Then you tell the one who says, 2 pesos, I can still survive. That, your price is so low, and you are collapsing the one who is looking for the 10 pesos. So I am sitting in MPA in 2024 to say that, look, I am putting a barrier. Don't sell below the 7 pesos profit margin, or don't sell below this threshold. at this particular window, the giant girl is selling on the price floor, Johnny.
Right.
And you and I know very well, once gold prices come, a lot of the oil marketing companies will want to go a little below it.
That's right.
But look at the problem we have created for ourselves. We have put a floor there. And the floor says don't go below it. So it's more protectionist, right, to certain prices in the market than protectionist of me, the truck driver who cannot buy fuel and says, if it can go down, let it go down. We are rather certain technicalities to deprive the Ghanaian from getting lower prices. Johnny, I say this and I would say it repeatedly. If fuel prices can go as low as 7 cedis per liter, allow it. Because tomorrow is not given to any of us. It can rise tomorrow, right?
That's right.
But I will prefer, as COPEC, that it rises from 7, right? If, let's say, something bad happens, then it rises from 10 or 11. Johnny, I will be safer that it is 7 and we are adding maybe 10%. So it goes to 7 CD 70. It will still be better for me than when it's 10 and you are adding 10% and it goes from 10 CD to 11 CD. So if it can go down, this is the simple logic. And some people, I hear Kevin Taylor is out there, baying for blood because he simply is not getting this. So there's been a lot of consistency on our part, consistency to the extent that in 2024, it was not even NDC in power, it was MPP. We opposed it, and we still oppose it today because it does not benefit the Ghanaian consumer in any way.
Now, I'm looking at the detail here. For the first time, the pricing window of February, the first pricing window of February 2026, Ghana's National Petroleum Authority set the minimum floor prices at 9 cedis 99 pesos. That's how much Goil sells super, or if you like, PMS4, right? And then 10 cedis 95 pesos per liter for diesel. Now, if, for example, somebody decides to sell lower than what the floor is, would they not be flouting the law?
Johnny, exactly the point. So we have decided to input a law to serve as a trade barrier, right? Today, like you rightly said, gold is at the floor. It's at the floor, right?
That's right.
At the floor. If another company comes, right, and say, okay, me, I can even do 9 CD 70, I'll be fine. Right. I can still go down 20 pesos. We have set a law in there now that is, if you go to 9 CD 70, you are flouting a law. What kind of logic is this? Who are we seeking to help? Who are we protecting really? If I can go to market today and be able to save 20 pesos, assuming you are a truck driver, Johnny, I know most of your listeners are in the category of Yango, Uber,
right. That's
even
right.
the Okada guys, they follow you a lot.
That's right. That's right.
If he can go out there, in a day he's buying, let's say, 40, 50 liters, right? It's making savings of 20 pesos or 30 pesos a liter, right? On 40, 50 liters. If I'm a bus driver, I'll do over 100 liters, right? And I'm doing 30. It means that at the end of every single day, I can put some 30 Ghana cedis down or 20 Ghana somewhere, right? If you add this within a month, Johnny, I would have made some money. Then we sit and say, no, we'll not allow you to go down. Who are we protecting? And people don't get... Look, Johnny, others are calling for a dialogue. I heard IES now say, no, there should be a dialogue because the situation in 2024 may not be the same situation you have today. Today, you have very strong local oil marketing companies, right? The likes of Allied.
That's right.
Right?
That's
Goodness.
right.
The likes of Petrosol, the likes of Star, the likes of Goil, Shell, Total, all together. What they are seeking to do to the Ghanaian is to say that, look, I am more mindful of your pocket.
Okay.
So I'm giving you 10 pesos reduction.
Right.
Then somebody says that, no, we have set a floor. If you go to the 10 pesos reduction, you are falling foul of a law. who are we protecting, Johnny? This has been my only concern.
Big
and
question.
others have decided to now politicize or trivialize this to say somebody is against government or for government. This policy was started in 2024. NDC was in opposition. Let me put on record. We were not for it in 2024. We are not for it in 2026 because the cardinal principle is that the consumer does not get any benefit from MPA deciding that I am going to control or dictate prices for the market. It is not in anybody's interest.
Okay. I hear you, Duncan Amma. We're grateful that you could speak to us this morning. Thank you so much indeed for your time, sir.
Bro, thank you for having me.
Pleasure always. Let's go on to Zoom now. I speak to Dr. Rivers Sinopong. He's CEO of Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies. Doc, good morning. I thank you very much for your time.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
Great. Now, let's pick it up from where Duncan Amma left off. What's your own position of the grouping you lead on the floor price mechanism?
Yeah, Duncan and I, at this point, have different opinion, but it doesn't make anybody wrong or right. Yes, they opposed it, the U.S. government, and it's a new government. It doesn't change anything. You're not looking at governments in power to bring in policies. And where I find it very wrong when he says that the floor price does not benefit the consumer in a way. He knows that it benefits the consumer in a way. He knows it. And I would have been more happier if he could say at least one thing that this floor price does. Because he is on the other side, looking at a 9 at 6. And we, the industry, looking at 9 as 9. So obviously, we are not going to agree. Or we're going to agree here.
Right.
This is a policy the industry itself, including all the companies he has mentioned, took to MPA. The first time it went to MPA said no. One second time, an MPA saw sense in it. If I ask you today to go and tell BOG to take the Forex index, or the exchange rates index that's given to the commercial banks, do you think BOG is going to agree? BOG today has a minimum rate at which you can exchange any forex, be it dollars or euro or any foreign currency. And that brings stability in a country. When you go to China or even Japan, you cannot exchange any money at any rate except the BOG rate. You understand? You see, policy is set to help people do business. Now again, the companies that he mentioned that they are strong Ghanaian companies and they are looking for the floor price to be taken away, it's false. It's not true. These companies are insisting the floor price should be maintained. So this is a correction to the public. Let's not give false education to the public.
Which is?
If this, he mentioned Allied, the Petrosol, and these people. These are people who are for the floor price, and they're still for the floor price. So what is that guy saying on the radio today? Where did you get this information from? The problem is not the floor price. The problem of the floor price today is the adherence to it. Again, if you're speaking for consumers, of course, you'll be happy to get fuel cheap. But you and I know the consequences. If today we take it off, believe me, in 2 months' time, the whole Ghana will come back to MP to bring it back. Again, we see it, and that's why I say this is a very pure dramatic irony situation in Ghana.
So I'm
particularly sad that this has become a public discussion, and anybody who doesn't understand what even price floor is making a contribution to it, whether positively or forcefully.
Now, so if I hear you right, you want the price floor mechanism to remain. Is that correct?
That's the industry's voice. And let me tell you, if you pick top 20, top 25, top 30 of the oil marketing companies today, they are all insisting that we keep it.
What is the benefit? What is the benefit to the eventual user? You and I who drive our cars, the Okada rider, those who ride in trot. What's the eventual benefit to them?
You see, it depends on where you are sitting. You and I buy fuel.
Right.
And if I get fuel at 5 cities, I'll be happy.
Right.
But is it realistic? If you go and buy fuel today from a BDC at 5 cities, assuming, and there's taxes that are not negotiable, which is 4.25, and it's 9.25, for example. Tell me how you can sell it below this cost price. Then what happens? What happens is this. Let me tell you. Then, in order to survive in the industry, these same OMCs will start adding whatever commodity that they can find, premise, up and down, to the product and sell to you and I, just to bring the cost down. What others will do is to cheat you at the pumps. Don't tell me that there's no regulation to look at it. There is, but for me, that's why we are telling MPA to look also at the number of OMCs we have or the players we have in the industry. There are too many. The last time Bloomberg came to the chamber, they paid a courtesy visit to us from London office. And in our presentation, we mentioned that there are more than 200 oil marketing companies in the country. They were laughing. Is that the whole Africa said yes? This is only Ghana. So the number is too many. Today, as we speak, the floor price impact is what I'm talking about. Today, we see Radiance selling below the floor price. We see a company that in MPA's portal has never lifted for 2 years, selling fuel below the floor price, which is AMSEC. This is what we're talking about. When there is free and fair regulation, all this floor price will not be needed. But until then, we needed to protect both consumer and the market players who have also invested highly in the industry. We have Frontier selling below floor price. We have Alinco, as usual, selling below floor price. The discussion we have with MPA today is to how to make this a free and fair market in terms of.
And what has the MPA been saying? What has the MPA been saying?
Yeah, so MPA is aware. We've sent this names to MPA. We just need stringent methods for adherence to this policy. And let me give you a scenario. When you jump a red light,
right,
and you go and tell the police officer, please take this red light so that we can move freely as we want.
Okay.
People are late for work, so let's move as we want. There'll be chaos at the crossroad. That's exactly what we're talking about here. Let the red light be there. Those who found the red light then they let the police, which is MPA here, deal with them. And we, the chamber and the industry, are proposing stringent, rules to adhering to this floor price, and that will be the best way to go for now. A day will come, we'll take it out, and anybody can sell at any price you want.
Do you think
when you know that MPA can make sure that nobody is bringing inferior product, nobody's compromising the product, nobody's selling premise to you and I as petrol? I myself, last 3 years, had 2 of my family cars, my wife's car, my car, both destroyed by bad fuel. In this country,
does the insistence to have the floor price guarantee the quality of fuel?
In a way, it has, and that's what
Tell me.
Duncan should be able to appreciate.
Tell me how it did
now,
that.
Now, the appetite to go for bad fuel or any other method of selling a cheaper product is no more there, because the appetite was to bring it, sell it at a cheaper price, fast, because people are cash and carry movement. They need money, not through banks and anything. And again, that's why we have a meeting with MPA today, the technical committee. What we are saying to MPA is that, please, we know the bad ones. We know them. You and I know them. What are you doing about it? Why are we still keeping them as players in the industry? You see, a time will come, we will name and shame here. We will come now publicly name and shame if MP doesn't sit up.
Dr. Rizin, I want to thank you very much indeed for your time this morning. We are grateful that you could join us this morning on this very important conversation. That's Dr. Riverson Opong. He is the CEO, Chamber of Oil Marketing Companies here in the Republic of Ghana. Fuel stations are provided. MPAs are protected. Charlie Parliament is resuming today. Dr. Baumia is the new flag bearer of the MPP. Dr. Kokofu says the current leadership of the MPP by convention, because they lost the 2024 elections, should go because it has happened in the past before. Lamboche won 2004. Now he didn't talk him. He lost in 2008. They kicked him out. And then that's how come Kwabena JJ and the rest got in. John Boydu lost, was kicked out.